Namaste students, myself JB Dr. Arun Kumar Singh, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapith, Women's University, Jaipur. I welcome to all of you in my digital class, BSc B.Ed, ZBC 5th semester. We will discuss the topic hydrosphere. The hydrosphere. The term hydrosphere refers to the sphere of water on earth. It is derived from the Greek word hydro means water and sphere means sphere. It refers to the water on or surroundings the surface of the globe. It is the segments of includes all forms of water distributed over atmosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. Okay, when we think of the planet Earth, both the land and ocean come to our mind. Land makes only a small parts of the world surface, but water makes up to 70% of the earth's surface. Water is not only present in sea and oceans but also as ice caps, glacier, rivers, lakes, reservoirs, soil, water, groundwater and atmospheric water vapors. Okay, similar to the variation of pressure and temperature with reference to altitude in atmosphere, there is a remarkable variations in the physiochemicals properties with reference to the depth of water masses. The average annual rainfall over land amount to 119,000 kilometer cube. Out of this, some 74,000 kilometer cube of water gets evaporates back into the atmosphere. The remaining 45,000 kilometer cube of water flows into lakes, reservoirs and streams into the ground to replenish the subsurface formation. This represents what the traditionally known as the water resources of the world. Not all of these 45,000 kilometer cube are accessible for human use. This is due to the reason that part of the water flow into rivers and during seasonal floods. An estimated 9,000 to 14,000 kilometer cube of water alone may be economically available for human use and consumption. The actual annual withdrawals of water for human use amount to about 36,000 kilometer cube. Distribution of water on earth. The earth has about 1.386 billion cubic kilometer of water. In this, about 97% lies in the form of sea and oceans containing salt water. More than 2% exists the ice caps and glaciers, and about 1% is spread in the form of rivers, lakes, groundwater and water vapors. Almost 97% of the water existing in the hydrosphere is distributed as sea and oceans. These are all saline water masses. These are not suitable for direct consumptions like drinking, cooking and for industries and irrigation purpose. Only 3% of water available on earth in fresh water. The surface water which is directly available on the land surface is only 0.3%. The rest 0.9% are exciting as water vapors and soil waters. The surface water available as 0.3% is shared by lakes, swamps and running water as rivers. In this, a very small proportions exist biological waters. If all the earth's water are put together is the form of a sphere, then the diameter of that water wall would be about 1,385 kilometers. If we consider the volume, it would be a very small wall in front of the total mass of earth seen this table. Cyclic movement of water. The world waters is not a static condition. It moves from over reservoirs to another reservoirs and also from one state to that of the others. Water is a constant motions and circulate between all these reservoirs. The earth waters moves from the ocean to the air, air to the land, and land to ocean again and again. The sun radiant energy evaporates oceanic waters into the atmosphere and water vapors as water vapors. This moves towards the land and falls back as rain, snow and sleets. A part of these water masses percolates inside the ground and join the groundwater. The other surface water masses may flow towards the sea and are subjected to evaporation and transpiration processes. Natural reservoirs and conduits. Much amount of water on earth gets circulated within the lower parts of the earth's atmosphere. In this region, water vapors is transported in all directions. The net effect is the movement from sea to air and from air to land. The wind and pressure belt play a significant role in this movement. The shape, type, size and location of a reservoir play a dominant role. This also varies above the surface and below the surface. Water flowing in streams ultimately reach the lakes or sea faster than the water which is flowing below the surface. The water entering into the lake after the rainfall may be locked up from the movement for several days and months. Similarly, the water percolating below the rocks through deep fractures in the earth crust may also get locked up for many years. Some fossils water entrapped under geological weights of rock may be of several thousands years in age. It is also an important fact that the age of the water residing in the ocean may be of several million years. The hydrologic cycles. The hydrologic cycles involves a set of processes that are everlasting processes. Its components of the hydrologic cycles are precipitation, infiltration, surface runoff, transpiration, groundwater waste flow, interceptions, evaporation and free water surfaces, and condensations, and last one evapotranspiration. The hydrologic cycle forms the central concept in all the scientific studies of water. Human pressures a global to basin scales are sustainably modifying the global hydrologic cycles. Thank you.